Yeah, I think personally making my third World Cup just has me feeling an immense feeling of gratitude. You know, being able to play in a World Cup, in the 2014 World Cup at 20 years old, because there were people back then who believed in me. I just feel a lot of gratitude towards that. I was taught by those people, you know, who Patty Jervey, who's passed it down to people like Jamie Burke, who's passed it down to me, you know, that it is about leaving that jersey better than you found it. So to be able to pass that on to some of our young bucks who are vying for their, you know, first World Cup spot is just really exciting. One of the biggest memories that I actually have was at the 2014 World Cup. It was Jamie Burke's last cap, and it was her last game. It was actually a really, really cool photo that I actually have hung up on my refrigerator at home, where we're giving each other a hug and there's like blood on an arm and you can see the facial expression. And I think, you know, just to be 20 years old and excited to be there and to have such a legend of the game kind of almost pass that down to you, to like leave the team in your hands, has just stuck with me. And I think that my goal ever since has been to make Jamie proud, to make, you know, those legends of the game proud, because, you know, USA Rugby is growing and I want the next generation, I want those people coming after me to also have that same feeling of wanting to work for it, wanting to do everything they can just to make it better. Yeah, I think what's rung true throughout, you know, the USA 15s team is kind of our camaraderie. It's just this immense feeling of a family, this immense feeling of people who truly have your back, people who want you to succeed, people who deeply care about you, genuinely care about you as a person, as well as your success on the field. So I think that's just been really special from the 2014 team till even now, the team that we have here at camp. Just that genuine feeling of wanting what's best and that fight and camaraderie. So my favorite World Cup experience, I probably have two. So off field in 2014, the World Cup was in France, and beforehand we had gone to Normandy. We actually had the national anthem where we gathered around the flags, and I think it was just a moment again of gratitude for, you know, people who have served our country. And I think that feeling just resonated with me still to this day, that, you know, when I do put on that jersey in a much very different way, I am still representing my country and want to make those people proud of me. On field in 2017, even though we lost, it was our team's ability to fight and get into that third place game. So we ended up losing and we came in fourth. But that game at the beginning, that was probably the 20 best minutes of rugby that I kind of remember. The game was fast, everyone was fighting, and I think like those moments were moments that some people still carry with us today about how well we can play whenever we're on it. Advice that I would have for the young girls who are wanting to play in the 2033 World Cup here at home is don't forget about the simple things. For me, wanting sometimes to show that I can do this and do that, you almost lose sight of the little things and the simple things. But focusing on those simple skills, focusing on those little things actually carry you to a long way and what leads to those big things. And never give up if that is truly what you want. And I know people probably say that all the time, but honestly, you're probably going to be told no at some point in your life. You're probably going to be told by some coach that you want to do something else that's different or better. But honestly, you are the master of your fate, and I truly believe that, because, you know, if you truly want something, another time, another chance might come around, and take that chance and run with it as hard as you can. So what it would mean to my family and myself to represent the USA team at this World Cup would just actually mean the world to me. Having the opportunity to be over in the UK for about 6 months this year, it's been truly amazing, and I've grown so much in rugby. I've made so many great friends, but to be away from my husband has been really hard. To be able to maybe have the chance to represent him and my family at this World Cup would kind of just be a way to give back to them, to show them my gratitude, that, you know, the sacrifices that we are making is truly worth it. He always has my back, he always pushes me, he always supports me, so to be able to thank him would honestly mean the absolute world to me. In my life, I've had really amazing support systems that I feel beyond blessed to have had and still do have. So I think this World Cup is just a little bit more special to be able to represent them and show them how much their support means to me. So.